of them. 12th multi-home run game for Rhys Hoskins in his career. That was, as Scott Fransky would say, a moonshot to deep center field on a sinker that caught way too much of the plate. But that was just part of the power surge. Garrett Stubbs got in on it. Friend of the program, Garrett Stubbs, got in on the power surge last night by capping it off, giving the Phillies their 11th runs of the 10th and 11th runs of the game. It was an insane power surge for the Phillies last night. Nick Castellanos, every hit he had, all three of them were extra base hits, including another home run for him. Derek Hall went yard to get the Phillies on the board. It was a great game by the Philadelphia Phillies, by their bats, by their starting pitching. Kyle Gibson went out there, matched his career high in strikeouts with 11. He has looked really good over his last couple of starts as well. I have been very impressed with what I have seen with this Phillies team bounce back in this Reds series. Now, hopefully they go out. Ranger Suarez continues to do what he has been doing in his last couple of starts, and a dominant performance against the Mets. Hopefully does the same exact thing against this Cincinnati Reds team, and the Phillies complete the sweep before facing the Mets again. But as of right now, the Phillies are playing some great baseball, doing exactly what they should be doing. And this kind of hit me yesterday. The Phillies are exactly what we think they are. They're a wild card team. Like, look at the standings right now. They occupy it. I'll show this from ESPN. Snipped this off of them earlier today. Atlanta Braves up there, 7.5 games into that first wild card spot. Phillies now a game and a half up on the San Diego Padres. Phillies are now occupying that, or still occupying that second wild card spot. Padres are a game up on the Milwaukee Brewers. So right now the wild card teams are the Braves, the Phillies, and the Padres. If you look at the standings as of right now in the National League, the Phillies are exactly that. They're a wild card team. They're not going to go out there and sweep a team like the New York Mets. Unfortunately, as much as I want them to, it's not going to happen. Mets, elite. Braves, pretty elite. Defending World Series champions. Phillies are a playoff team. And Kyle Schwarber obviously has missed a handful of games now with a calf strain. Bryce Harper hopefully will be coming back by September 1st. They're going to be adding some major pieces back to this puzzle. They already got Gene Segura back. It's great to see a 280 hitter occupying second base. And I know last night was the best example. And as we talked about Bryson Stott yesterday being a 290 hitter in the last 30 games, yesterday not his best performance. We know that. But you still got now a 280 hitter essentially at second base, a guy that's been hitting around 290 over the last month of the season playing shortstop for you, and Alec Boehm, who has really turned it on over the last couple of months of the season. Nick Castellanos, maybe, and this I feel like we've said this so many different times throughout this year, but maybe this is Nick Castellanos finally clicking it into high gear to be the guy that the Phillies thought they were signing when they went over the luxury tax in the offseason. Shouldn't even say offseason, spring training. But when it comes to Nick Castellanos, maybe this is the time. Maybe he needed to go back to Cincinnati and hit a little bit more before he comes back to Citizens Bank Park to start hammering some baseballs for the Phillies. I didn't go to college. I hit baseballs. Nick Castellanos, words of wisdom. Let's see him hit some more of those baseballs because this series has been a really nice jumping off point for him. Bad news from last night's game. Brandon Marsh, who has been playing some nice center field for the Phillies after the trade deadline when they package Mickey Moniak, or excuse me, Logan O'Hoppe as one of the trades out there to the Angels. Mickey Moniak was for the Noah Syndergaard trade. But looking at Brandon Marsh, he has patrolled center field quite well for the Phillies. And last night he goes back on a home run, tries to make a play on the ball, goes over the fence. He comes down awkwardly, and it looked nasty. It was one of those things where my wife looked up from her Kindle, and she went, oh God, because she heard my reaction that she watched the replay. She said, oh, God. It was one of those deals. After the game, Rob Thompson, good old Topper, said that he's going to have an MRI. As of right now, the doctor there in Cincinnati said that it looks like a bone bruise. So they may have dodged a bullet as far as that goes. But it looks like there's going to be there's a bone bruise as of right now, but he is going to be evaluated by Philadelphia team doctors and get an MRI, and they'll see how he does. As of right now, no one is set to come up from the minor leagues to fill a roster spot for the Phillies if Brandon Marsh misses a considerable amount of time. He also said after the game, Rob Thompson said after the game, this will have no effect on Kyle Schwarber. It does look Schwarber. It looks like he will come back still on Friday in that Mets series. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for that as well. And that Brandon Marsh doesn't miss any more significant time. I will say, though, Nick Maton, holy Lord, that guy had a couple of moonshots that just went foul for him yesterday. A couple of balls down the line that just ended up going foul for him that he hit on the screws and just couldn't catch much of a break last night for the batter's box. But he ended up going in for the Phillies into, I believe he took over in center field, while Matt Vierling went to left field. He was in left field last night. So quite the game for the Phillies last night. Good to see them get back in the swing of things. 12:35 start time today for the Phillies, and we'll see how they get back in action and all that.